Peace and love. Peace and love.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up!
Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love podcast. Peace and love podcast. Peace and love podcast. Peace and love.
Y'all stay focused. Y'all keep working hard. Believe in yourself. Prove everybody that doubts y'all wrong. Show up every day. Stay pure. Keep your heart pure. Stay motivated. Stay inspired. Show love to your people. From Nip Hustle.
What you want to do? Beauty is paid. Do you guys know what you're doing?
Providing a public service, or else you're gonna get your hair did around here.
Yeah, black hair matters. What are your majors? Neurobiology. Are yours?
Yo, Peace and Love Podcast. We are back in the building. It's been quite some time since we've been back in the Peace and Love Podcast. It's great to be back. I'm your host, Emmett, and I do have a special guest in the building with me today. We have Miss Christina Cooper in the building.
Hey, what's good?
All right, so we just want to talk to you a little bit about what you got going on. First off, it's been a long day. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for
All right.
having me.
Yes, indeed. Now, many of us might know her as Miss Miko off Dear White People, right? So can you just introduce yourself to the people a little bit, let them know what you got going on, the things that's great.
So I started off playing Miko on Dear White People on Netflix. That was my first official TV role, I guess you could say. And now I'm branching into directing. And I got my first feature film coming out that I wrote, directed, and produced called South Central Love.
Okay.
And it premieres August 2nd, but it'll be in select theaters August 7th. And we're showing at the AMC Del Amo, August 7th. And then we're showing at the Cinemark Theater, the used to be Magic Johnson Theater, the Crenshaw Mall. Yeah, we're showing there August 9th.
Okay, good deal. And how do people go about getting tickets to the show? Do they just show up to the box office and get tickets, or?
So because I'm doing this like on my own independently, you'll be able to get tickets at www.southcentrallovemovie.com.
Okay. www.southcentrallovemovie.com for tickets again. And it seems like I've been following it on Instagram. The streets are talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the billboards. I'm seeing a lot of things going on. Could you? It's a lot of excitement around the film. Could you just give us what is the film about?
So the film is basically about stopping the cycle of gun violence here in Los Angeles, South Central. But I feel like this is a film that a lot of communities can relate to, a lot of urban communities like Chicago or, wherever there's gun violence. But I feel like that's, everywhere.
Right.
But it's based off of, it's not based off of per se, but it was created or inspired by my ex-boyfriend who got shot and killed in the jungles a few years ago. So
sorry to hear that.
Oh no, it's fine. I've kind of been, honestly, this filming has been a healing process for me too.
Okay.
But yeah, I just want to use my, growing, I guess, platform to do something positive for like my people and my community. So I was like, why not, make films or combine, my passion with my purpose. So I'm using my passion of filmmaking to inspire my generation and stuff.
Absolutely. And I think that's a very positive way to kind of deal with that trauma. Did you initially turn to film as a way to heal, or did it kind of just fall into place like that?
It kind of just fell into place like that. I don't really know. Well, I was on set of Dear White People, and Tina Mabry was the director on set. I've never seen a director of color there was a female on set, on any sets that I've been in. So when I saw her, I was like, oh snap, I could do this.
Absolutely.
So,
that's a fact.
That kind of is what inspired that. And then when I was thinking about, okay, so what am I going to write? Like, what story should I write about? I was like, I want to write something that I'm passionate about, something that'll like inspire people. And I thought of like that situation that had recently happened. And then I made the short film Loyalty, which was like a 5-minute short film, and then now I'm making like a movie.
Exactly.
So it's a lot of work, but we get in there.
Exactly. Why do you think it's important to have these images in the media?
I think it's really important because film, as well as music, are really influential ways to affect people.
Right.
And I feel like what we see, I mean, this movie, I'm definitely want to branch into like more genres and different types of movies to show, you know, us African Americans in a different light.
Yeah.
But with this film, I feel like it's more so, that wasn't my focus. My main focus was like just giving some sort of message on learning forgiveness and just stopping this ongoing cycle. Because, you know, with Nipsey passing also, that affected a lot of people. And,
yes, indeed.
You know, you would think, well, I guess there was a time where they made like a peace treaty and everything was good, but it seems like there's still, you know, shootings going on, and I don't know, it's been like, what, 3 people that have gotten shot in the past like week or 2?
Absolutely.
So, and I'm sure more than that I don't know of, but I feel like, you know, this is just something that needs to, you know, go out in the public, and you know, and especially with John Singleton passing too, like it's just like we're losing, I don't know what's going on.
Absolutely. But I think what you said about Nipsey had a quote on the Perfect 10 song on the DJ Mustard. You know, a lot of people are talking about that. The album just came out.
Yeah.
And he spoke about conflict resolution, how we deal with getting disrespected.
Yeah.
Because being from, you know, where we're from, the inner city, when men get disrespected, we only know a couple of ways to deal with that.
Yeah.
And there's no conflict resolution.
Yeah.
So I feel like having those type of images in a movie,
definitely
saying, hey, we need to figure out how to deal with this.
So, and I'm still growing. Like, this is my first movie, so I'm still growing as like a writer and as a director, and I really in all aspects, but I just hope that it's portrayed in the way that I want it to be portrayed, and that the message is taken. But, you know, we'll see.
Let me ask, what's the biggest difference going from an actress to now being a director?
I feel like being a director, honestly, it all kind of meshes together. So like me learning, you know, this directing stuff is kind of helped me learn also how to become a better actress, and like vice versa. But honestly, I've never taken like acting classes, so I still have like a lot to like grow and work on, I'm sure.
Exactly.
But it just all comes in hand, like knowing all the roles that come with like filmmaking. It helps to like,
because you kind of know what you need when you're behind the camera. You know what you need from the actors. You kind of know
and a little more creative, and you have more like creative control too, so that kind of helps, I guess.
Absolutely. Okay, so and for the young ladies that are watching this, the little girls that's from Compton and Watts and Crenshaw area, how did you get into, I guess, being an actress to start? How did you go from the inner city to getting into that?
Well, me growing up, I kind of was all over the place. I went to elementary school in Chinatown, and somehow I transitioned. Well, my best friend in elementary school, Asha, she lived off of like by like the Jefferson area, Jefferson and Crenshaw, so I was there all the time. And then basically, long story short, you know, growing up, adolescence, you make mistakes and you hang around the wrong people and you know all that good stuff. So I ended up almost not graduating high school, and I ended up going to a probation school called Crenshaw Saya. And it was off of
You went to a probation school?
I did. People don't believe me. I'm telling you, people don't believe me. But I didn't go for like, I went because I was ditching school.
I got you.
But like growing up, you know, I didn't know how to deal with my life problems, I guess, or like, you know, at home was a little hectic, and I just dealt with it in the wrong way and kind of ran away from my problems. Yeah. But I ended up at a probation school, and going there, I kind of like, I feel like it was one of those situations where you had to learn the hard way, you know? Yeah. Like you got to go through it and realize, okay, I can do better, you know? And being around people that have went through similar things as me made me feel more comfortable too. Because my dad had me, I feel like I'm telling my life story.
Hey, go ahead. Do your thing.
My dad had me bust out to the Valley for school. So I would go, you know, out there to school, and I'd be around people like other teens or whatever, and like their parents, like home life seemed, you know, A1.
Seemed perfect, yeah.
Parents together, you know, they got nice houses.
Right.
Just it was just like, you know, they felt like it was something that I couldn't really relate to. But like when I went to Crenshaw Saya, like it was like we all been through like that struggle, so
Yeah.
it was more like I felt comfortable.
You felt more at home.
More at home,
I got you.
exactly.
I got
Yeah, I
you.
didn't feel like I had to pretend that I had money or pretend to be someone I wasn't.
Exactly.
So, but basically, yeah. So I went there, and just me going through the situations I went through just showed me like, you know, I can do better than this, and like I've always had that feeling like inside of me that I have like a purpose to help people, and I've been trying to figure out how I want to do that. But I feel like with film, at least at the moment, that's the way that, you know, God is showing me that I need to
Yeah.
like fall through it.
Exactly. How you can help the world around
Exactly.
you. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's inspiring. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. But I mean, for young women, I feel like you gotta like believe in yourself too, and in industries like this, if you want to, you know, become a director or something, you have to make sure that people take you serious, and you gotta work 10 times harder. Because I feel like, you know, being a person of color is already you gotta work 10 times harder, but being a female, I feel like it's a little harder because people won't take you serious. Like I've been hit up by, you know, some celebrities that are like, oh yeah, I want you to direct my next project. But it's
Yeah.
like, you know, you just gotta, you gotta
Yeah.
show them,
I see what you're
you
saying.
know,
So they might be coming at you kind of sideways, thinking it's something
maybe,
else. I
yeah.
understand.
Or even
I
if you
understand.
come, there was a time I came to set and I was directing the video, and they're like, oh, all the girls go over there. And I was like, no, I'm
the
here
director.
to direct
Yeah.
the music video.
Right.
So, you know, it happens, but I'm nicer than most directors. Like I've been told on set that I'm too nice.
Really?
So,
Okay.
but I'm working on that. So,
All right. So, any advice for women getting into this industry, trying to be a director? Like you said, you deal with a lot of people trying to play you, trying to
Yeah.
try you, and all this and that.
Yeah.
What words of advice do you have for other women that are, you know, kind of coming behind you?
I would say I'm big. I always use this quote: "Fear is an illusion." So I feel like, besides being a female, like you're human. You have to work just like everyone else does. So, really believing in yourself, though. I would say that's number one: believing in yourself, because there was a lot of people when I was first writing this script that were on my team actually that told me, "Don't do it. You know, like don't waste your money. Like." You're not going to be able, like they didn't believe in me.
Right.
And if I would have listened to them, then I wouldn't have this movie coming out. I wouldn't be, you know, this movie is running for an Academy Award nomination. Like we have an Academy qualifying
Hold
theater.
up. Let me get the hand clap
Yeah.
for that. You got the.
And I'm 20, well, I just turned 25, but I'm like, whether or not we get the nomination or not, it's the fact that we get to run for it, you know? And
Yeah.
like, this is a lot of like LA undiscovered talent, people of color. My whole crew, it was one Caucasian girl, but she's super nice. But literally, like my whole cast and crew, not my whole cast, but my whole crew is like mainly black females, and our DP's African American too. So
That's huge.
Yeah.
Let me clap it up again for that. That's huge. Interesting. So
Yeah.
with everything you working on, what's next?
I'm going to be doing the Blue Laces. We're getting back into that because we have some networks that are interested in possibly picking it up. So we're going to be filming for that again. And then just kind of seeing, you know, what happens. I want to do a part 2 for this movie.
Okay.
You know, so, you know, we'll see.
What would be the determining factors if we get a part 2 or not? Like what would have to happen?
The
to
money.
get-
The
oh,
funds,
the money.
really. Yeah, because
Okay.
with this movie, I put in, you know, all of my funds into it. So, you know, it kind of, we're going to see.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, once again, we're here with the beautiful Miss Christina Cooper. One more time, could you tell them where to get the tickets at and the times and when to come out so we can
Yes.
support this movie?
Yeah, so I'll just go through the list. So basically, August 2nd is our premiere at LA Live. August 7th, we're showing at AMC Delamo. August 9th, we're showing at the Cinemark Theater at the Crenshaw Mall. August 16th, we're showing at the AMC Miami. August 18th, we're showing in Atlanta.
Wow.
And it's all on the website at www.southcentrallovemovie.com. And another thing, too, we're showing at the Downtown Independent for a whole week. So they're the ones doing our Academy run. So yeah, just it's all online on the website. I'll be passing out flyers on Crenshaw this week.
You gonna be on Crenshaw passing out flyers?
Yes, listen, you gotta stay humble, and you gotta.
Man, you out here working for real, for real.
I'm hustling. I'm about to be selling shirts on the street in a second to make this money. For
if you need some help selling shirts, we'll get out there and help you sell some shirts.
Thank you.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. So again, we have the lovely Miss Christina Cooper. We're gonna support the movie.
Thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing. I'm sure a lot of young ladies need to see this.
Man.
Even young brothers, we need to see this too. We need to see.
We need more.
Yeah, our women winning, and we need to know how to treat our women. We need to know how to sit down and have these conversations and things like that. So
yes, definitely.
And another big takeaway is how we react to disrespect. So I feel like that's a strong takeaway. You're talking about that in your films.
Yes. And forgiveness, which is hard. It's really hard to forgive, which is something I'm working on too. I'm not perfect, so I can't, I'm trying to practice what I preach.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
But I think learning forgiveness is big on stopping this cycle, because I feel like police brutality is, one thing on its own, but I feel like it's also within our own people, and sometimes it's a pride thing. And even like at home environments, I feel like are really important in like, us or whoever's like a parent, whatever, to showcase love to your kids at home, so that they don't go out in the streets trying to find it, because that's what I did.
So you're saying the cycle of forgiveness starts in the house?
I feel like in the house, it starts in the house. I know there's outside influences too, but I feel like if you really show your children love, you know what I mean, or you create that atmosphere where they feel at home, they'll come back, you know what I mean? Like, it won't be like they're trying to get away from something. So I feel like creating a healthy environment at home with your kids and showing them love and, all that stuff is like important too.
Yes, indeed. Well, thank you again.
Thank
Christina
you.
Cooper for coming through.
Hey.
Go check out that movie, man. Take it easy. Peace and Love Podcast.